All right, what's up, guys? Thank you for tuning back into Unbreakable Grind, man. I want to get straight to it. All right. So on this road to success, guys, you've got to assume you're not going to really have much help. Okay. You've got to assume you won't have much help at all. All right. So what do I mean by that? I see a lot of people. Very optimistic that they'll find a mentor, and this mentor will pretty much tell you all the steps to success. You'll start copying all the things the mentor says, and boom, boom, voila. You're with this guy that you're gonna make it to where you need to be. All right. I disagree with this a lot from my perspective. Okay, you need to understand that you have to assume you're not going to ever find a mentor. Okay, you can try to find a mentor. I'm not telling you to not seek out a mentor, but what I am telling you is you have to assume that you are not going to find a mentor. Okay, so you have to structure your thoughts and structure your strategies such that if everything else fails, you still succeed. Okay, and that's what my teachings are for. That's how I think. That's the mindset that I want you all to apply, right? So when you go out here into this world, guys, don't expect someone to, if you're going out and you're pursuing some career, and don't expect someone to see you, have pity on you, and take you in and show you the ropes, and then after they show you the ropes, send you on your way having your successful life. That's not how it works, guys. Especially if you're a young man. If you're a young man, you need to understand that. Okay, you need to understand that you need to figure out how to stand on your own 2 feet. You need to figure out how to stand on your own 2 feet. You want to take as little handouts as possible. Okay. As a young man, you want to take as little and few handouts as possible. Okay. You got to learn to man up and understand that you are responsible for yourself. Okay. You are responsible for yourself. So don't feel bad if you go out here and don't find a mentor. You don't need a mentor if you can't find a mentor. I try to find a mentor, but you need to have your strategy such that anything can fail. So the way I thought about it when I came out of high school, there are many things I could have did. I could have pursued a lot of things, but I wanted to make sure that everything I did was fail proof. Okay. So I chose to go to engineering school. I did that for a reason. One thing I did not want to happen is I didn't want to spend a lot of my time pursuing low-level skills because I needed something that over time separated me from the younger guys as I got older. Okay. So one mistake that a lot of people make is they choose skills that don't separate them from the younger guys, and you end up an older guy with a skill set that a young guy can acquire very quickly. And what that does is that pushes you out the market, and that ruins your success at some point in your career. All right. So I identified that as a problem when I first started, and I realized that, hey, I'm going to go into engineering. I want a person to have to learn calculus 1, calculus 2, calculus 3, physics 1, physics 2. I want them to have to go through engineering, electromagnetic fields. I want them to have to learn about processors. I want them to have to learn software. I want them to have to learn so much stuff before they can catch up with me. And all of that stuff is just the beginning of the game, because after they learn that, they're going to have to learn how the industry works, how software works, how freaking operating systems work. They're going to have to learn how the internet works. They're going to have to learn how HTTP works, all the freaking frameworks. They're going to have to learn all this freaking stuff in order to catch up to where I am. So when I put, 5 years, 10 years into this thing, I don't want a guy catching up with me immediately. I need to have had separated myself in those during those years. So that's very important. Okay, guys, understand that you have to come up with a strategy that's going to help you be strong and empowered as you move through your life. I chose engineering school for that. For one, that was one of the reasons. I wanted to make sure I was separated in that way. 2, I wanted to make sure that I had as much value as possible. I wanted to make sure I was as unique, high demand, and valuable as possible. Okay, so young men, understand me. You have to do the things other young guys aren't willing to do. If you're a young lady and you want to be successful, you have to do the things the other young lady and other young men aren't willing to do. Okay, so when I went to engineering school, I saw how many people were dropping out, and I saw the demand and the value, and I knew that engineering school is where it is. The why? Because the world needs it. It pays good money, and everybody's quitting. Most Americans aren't engineers. The numbers are dropping, and most foreigners are taking those jobs. So I realized that this is a great opportunity, and it's going to create a separation between me and my competition. And by doing that, now I have the advantage. See, now I have the advantage. And if I can pull this off, I'll be standing on my 2 feet as a high demand, high value person. In doing that, I'm going to be in the power seat. Okay, if I never find a mentor, fine, because there are so many job openings that I can still leverage a job without ever finding a mentor. I never found a mentor directly, and it never affected anything. I managed to get to all the money markers that I wanted to very fast through my hard work. Okay, guys? So that's the thing. As a young person, or as a person who's trying to become successful, you have to do things the hard way on purpose. And by the hard way, I mean the most challenging way possible. Take no shortcuts, because when you going the hard way, the difficult way, doing things the difficult way, I guess I could say better, will build a muscle. It's gonna build your muscle for enduring pain, build your muscle for fighting through stuff, okay? So when you start something, make sure you finish that thing. Once you choose something high value that you want to do not trick yourself out of doing that. Do not back off of the challenge once you choose it, okay? So if you're gonna pursue engineering school and you know a lot of people drop out, you have to give that everything you've got, man. When I was in engineering school, I promise you, I gave it everything I've had. I didn't even know what an engineer was until I was 18 years old. So imagine going into an engineering school not even knowing what an engineer is until you were an adult, right? So with that being said, guys, you have to stand on your own 2 feet. You want as little handouts as possible, and you have to make decisions that are going to give you the highest probability of being distinguished between others. That's going to make you valuable in the marketplace, and that's going to make you valuable as compared to the younger guys once they start coming also, right? You need something to distinguish you. Even if you're an ambitious person and you manage to achieve all the goals you want to achieve, you still need a way to distinguish yourself from the younger ambitious guys. Okay, if the young ambitious guy comes out and he's straight where you're at immediately and you're freaking 40 years old and he's freaking 18, that's a problem. Okay, you need to choose skill sets that you know for a fact, hey, you can be as ambitious as you want. You're 20 years behind me. You're 10 years behind me. And unless you do the work, you can't catch up with me. All right. And that's how you need to do it. Okay, guys. So understand me when I tell you, okay, I looked for a mentor for freaking years while I was doing things. I never found a mentor. A lot of people I reached out to never reached back. I reached out to managers. I reached out to CTOs at organizations. No one helped me at all when it came to like a mentor type of situation. Now, once I started getting the good grades, I started learning my skills. I started to build charisma, confidence in what I was doing. Everyone I talked to offered me an opportunity that had an opportunity. Okay. So that's what you have to understand. You have to build value in yourself. See, don't expect a handout. Don't expect to just walk up to a tech firm and just walk in the door. Nah, you have to go through the rite of passage. You have to take the rite of passage, all right? What I did, I was engineering in engineering school, building software on the side, building robots on the side, on a robotics team, finding internships or jobs at computer shops that was as close as possible to the experience I wanted. Building my own websites. I had games on the App Store. I was doing absolutely everything I could to get as much experience as I could. And once I actually got to where I could apply for internships, I had way more stuff done than anybody that was my competition. I walked straight into my internships. And once I started getting internships, I was doing intern after intern after intern, and I expected no handouts. I did the hardest work, and I looked for the hardest work, the hardest problems they had, and I solved them the best I could, and I solved them with high levels of integrity, and I did those things the right way. And that's how you create your own value. That's how you create your own opportunities. Okay? You need to be choosing things that are hard, difficult, that other people can't do. You can't just choose, hey, I wanna just make music. I just want to make music. I'm just gonna start making music. You have to look at the data, okay? You have to look at the data and see how many people are going to pursue music at a young age. How many people, how do you distinguish, what are people earning on an average rate? What is the average earning of a person pursuing music, age by age, demographic per demographic, okay? I'm not saying you can't pursue music. What I'm saying is you might realize that you need to choose a high demand skill so that you can stand on your own 2 feet first. Okay, never sacrifice your own power. Never sacrifice your position in the position of never sacrifice your position of standing on your own 2 feet as a man, especially. Okay, you need to choose the power route, the power move, the move that's going to make you valuable. You have to establish some value first. Okay, once you establish that value, you can go into the industry. Once you establish that value, I was an engineer, you can go and make money in that industry, and you can use that money to invest or pursue whatever you want, like music, acting, or whatever you want to pursue. Okay, so with that being said, guys, I wanted to break that down to you. Don't expect handouts. Don't expect to find some mentor that's going to make everything easy. If you want to make everything easy on you and guide you to the freaking solution and guide you through life, no. If you want to do well, you have to do the stuff that no one else is willing to do. Okay, you have to do the stuff that everybody runs from. You have to spend the time doing the hard things and fall in love with doing the hard things. Okay, because that's how you're gonna become successful at a guaranteed rate. All right, that's how I did it. That's how my favorite billionaires did it. Robert Smith, that's how my favorite. I'm super excited about this, guys. So I'm freaking stuttering and jumping around. All right, but that's how my favorite billionaires did it. That's how I did it. And that's how I became a millionaire. That's how I'm going to continue to move forward right now. Okay, guys. So we're doing this together, guys. If you like this content, please subscribe. Please like the video. Comment and let me know what you think about this topic. Okay, guys. Are you guys feeling this? Do you think that how do you look at the world? Do you think the world is this place full of people who love each other and they're just helping each other get the great opportunities? Or do you think that you have to work for every piece of value you get? And as you work for that value, you can leverage that value in the marketplace. That's what I believe. That's what I've lived. That's what's worked for me. Let me know what you think, guys. And with that being said, thank you for tuning into another Unbreakable Grind video. That's CJ out, guys. And I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.